We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica, seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, so we'll continue part 2 of this 3-part series. The brave policemen arrested for stopping career killers, where the Constitution protects criminals, but the police are the enemy in Jamaica. This is part 2, where these policemen officers from Kingston East Division, they have saved lives. We don't know how many. You understand? Maybe 15, maybe 20 lives that they have saved because these men were en route to commit a massacre. You understand? So Jamaica, a country once seen as a beacon of hope in the Caribbean, has now become a paradox, a place where the very foundation of law and justice seem to have been twisted beyond recognition. The Constitution designed to safeguard the rights of every citizen now operate in a manner that feel like a weapon of injustice. In Jamaica, it appears that the law protects criminals, those who have already stained their hands with blood, while the police officers who risk their lives every day to protect the public are treated as enemies. I want to tell you, you see up by East Kingston Eastern Police Division, but I don't want to believe it, we are used to work tough, but trust me, East I want tougher place. Yeah man, East I want place where them back down police with rifle and all them thing. All of them, the Labour and the PMP them, all of them just turn upon the police. Unlike in a St. Andrew South, when the way I used to work, the criminal them not operate that way then. Because if man in a shootout with police, none of them man now come and join them. None of them friends nor enemies. In the East a total different thing. And they pay right for them out there. So I don't know what easy place to work. You understand? I remember, may I tell you, may I tell you. So I just saw it go. Dangerous place to work. May I tell you. So this is not just a matter of law enforcement, but a critical breakdown in the justice system, where those who are supposed to enforce the law are punished for doing their duty. And if you have, this is the first time to the Jamaica Young Police, or you have been here, yeah man, just one listen. There's a policeman that spent 13 years in prison in Jamaica since the Indicom Act for a murder that he did not commit. Mess up him life, him get deported for America, them issue warrant for him, extradite him from America back to Jamaica and convict him. And guess what? The prosecutor and the defense, they were in cahoots and send the policeman to prison. So enough police know, so my lawyer them 8 police, because them a criminal themselves, and send him to prison for 13 years, him do a GP. You understand? The man got a GP when him in them early 30s and come out in them 40s. 13 years, the man say, oh, wicked this time life. And the worst part about it, he never fire a shot, not even one shot. So he even complained to me about a policeman I'm used to work with him named Chambers, Kevin Chambers. So you understand him, I say, boy, Chambers was one I investigated and him that him, did stand up for him more or less, and the reason why that happened to that police, him used to be at Unspeak, is because, no leadership, no supervisor in the police force anymore. When young police officer involved in a shooting, you have senior detectives will make certain that them statement right and it concise. Him say him just write him statement and write what happened. And the soldier them will testify against him. They are the one that killed the man. The soldiers, the murderers turn witness against him. And it's the forensic. An appeal is a forensic report. That's why he was acquitted. So you have an ex-policeman who is wanted when name Chin or something like that. Lee from Huntsby. And Lee's wanted for a murder that he did not commit because Lee did not even fire his gun. And he's on the red notice from Interpol. And the killers were the ones that testify against the soldier, the police officer. When I say the killers, I attack the soldier them. They're the one that killed the man, and turn around witness against the police who did not fire any shot. And the man said 13 years he spent in prison. And I forensic report. So he's in the process now. I try to get some compensation. So you have to just understand what is happening out there when you come on to police. I said the brother, remember the Liberate brother when named Terrence Williams? Yeah, when I like him, because the man, they are criminal, because all of him big belly pa. We used to run over Gregor Park. Them telling me a youth and them thing that how much you gun for him for that give gunmen over Gregor Park. Terrence Williams, a whole Liberate and criminal minded person. Him up on the channel because I don't like him either. I'm a criminal enabler and supporter. You understand? And the man they have license guns, so I don't know criminal, and criminal always hungry for gun. You understand? So moving on. So the case we are discussing in the second part of the series is a tragic example of this harsh and unforgiving reality. Two brave police officers, Corporal Mark Roy and Constable Kelby White, find themselves in custody facing charges of murder for the death of 3 career criminals. 17 years old, Hoshian Stubbs, after towing up on road, 19-year-old Aranda Campbell, and 20-year-old Keyshawn Smith, O.C. Bima, or aka Bimas. So these young men, despite their age, had already carved out a brutal identities for themselves. Their lives defined by violence, robbery, rape and murder. They were not victims in this story, but they, the very people who had terrorized communities across Jamaica. So both men, all of these 3 men are responsible for 17 murders already. Because Jamaica is a place where you can't get away with murder. Criminals, in time police hold them not have to talk. In Jamaica, they make it, that's what I'm telling you, say 13 people in a parliament, 63 people in a parliament are a problem. Jamaica is the only place where police officers do not have the right to remain silent. Mandatory for a statement. Police go in a police force and end up with criminal conviction just for not giving a statement. So when I tell you, say I don't like none of these guys, that's there. It's not, nobody feel like it's a joke thing. That's why I love Edward Seaga. Because when I was a police officer, Edward Seaga make sure that we as police were royalty. But guess what? I can ask you that 99% of police, them in our police force now, them hate him, but they never know him. I never know what he was all about when it come on to us as police officers. When Edward Seaga a police officer, they couldn't even detain we unless they have strong evidence. You see, like how them just charge them these 2 police officers before even post-mortem and funeral. That couldn't happen with Edward Seaga. But most police not like him. But because people don't tell you the truth about him, of all of the prime minister, that are the only prime minister that really love police officers. Edward Seaga, I can tell you that. As a young police officer, and experience it even growing up in a concrete jungle and Jonestown. When he was prime minister, he made us safe. No other prime minister don't love us like Edward Seaga. If it wasn't for Edward Seaga, Jamaica would get income from 1994. The Black Prince, the thieving prince, wanted it from 1994. Let's go back and go check the Gleaner archives. Because I love to read it, so that's why I can tell you when. from 1994. PJ Patterson wanted, and Edward Seaga told him, anyhow we get Jamaica Indicom, this place done. Criminals paradise. So said, so done. Yeah man, Christopher Bruce Colin, why we get it. Bruce Colin, who was never a law-abiding citizen. Bruce Colin was always a criminal-minded person. So that's why I am Monkey Climb, I am more exposed. So we never rate the man there as no leader. So anyway, we'll continue. So Stubbs, Campbell and Smith were no strangers to law. In fact, they were out on bail for crimes that should have kept them behind bars. But in Jamaica, you know, criminals, hey, the judge them very sympathetic to criminals. So they were involved in a string of violent activities, including murders, robberies and kidnapping. Each one more horrific than the last. In their young lives, they had really built a career in crime, and yet in the twisted logics of this country's justice system, they were allowed to roam free, wreaking havoc wherever they went. The tragic irony is that while these men were on bail for their involvement in violent crimes, they were preparing to carry out another massacre in East Kingston. So their plan was foiled by the very officers who are now being treated as criminals for stopping them. The officers, on the other hand, were not acting out of malice. They were simply doing their job. Corporal Roy and Constable White. I show you now how the police was mashed up. How two police here patrol out of East Kingston. East Kingston. When I use and the way how things are right now in Jamaica, it is even more dangerous now than it was in my time. And in my time, it used to be 6 away on a team, 1 vehicle, 6 of us. And you have two police officers now. When you have rifle galore, at least I was fortunate, we never have that amount of rifles in Jamaica like what them have now. So the criminals them have higher caliber weapons than the police. And them have 2 police officers patrolling at East Kingston. And we radar car normally patrol uptown around the highways. Them not really patrolling at the ghetto. So the officers were not actually acting with malice. They saw the 3 men, recognized them for who they are, career criminals, killers, and took action and stopped them before they could carry out their next deadly mission. In the chaos that followed, a shootout erupted, and when the dust settled, the 3 criminals lay dead, their weapons beside them. Now, instead of being celebrated for preventing a potential massacre, these officers are incarcerated, accused of unlawful killings. The charges against them are nothing short of absurd. They are being punished for protecting the people of Jamaica. People who have been held hostage by gangs and criminals who know that the justice system is often more lenient with them than with the very people who risk everything to stop them. The deeper the issue here is the systemic failure of the justice system in Jamaica. In most countries, law enforcement officers are the backbone of society, hailed as heroes. That used to happen in Jamaica when Edward Seaga was Prime Minister. Hailed as heroes for their service and dedication to maintaining order. And I can tell people, when Edward Seaga was Prime Minister, I could have just opened a bank account just with my police ID. I never have no national ID or anything like that. That's how it was. Just my police ID. I don't need no letter from the GP to open a bank account. And them make it harder, you know. And them create the system and mash it up. But in Jamaica, the narrative has shifted drastically. Police officers are not seen as protectors, but as outsiders, as enemies of the people. Instead of being lauded for their courage and commitment, they are vilified, their actions questioned, and their lives placed in jeopardy by a system that seems to favor criminals over the very officers who are sworn to protect life and property. The phenomenon is not new. Over the years, Jamaica has witnessed a gradual erosion of trust between the police and the public. Criminals including those with known ties to organized crimes, have been allowed to operate with impunity, while the police are left to battle not only violent criminals, but also a public narrative that demonizes them. The police are often placed in a no-win situation. If they acted decisively to stop crime, they are accused of overstepping. If they hesitate and the crime continues unabated with innocent life lost in the process, it's a dangerous cycle, one that undermines the very concept of law and order. It's not just a law, a matter of law enforcement, it's a matter of public safety and trust in the system. When criminals are allowed to walk free, while the officers who prevent their deadly actions are locked up, it sends a chilling message that the law does not protect those who serve and protect, but instead protect those who seek to harm. What makes this case particularly troubling is the way in which the justice system has been manipulated to turn police officers into the villains. Despite the fact that they were acting within the scope of their duties, this inversion of justice is not just a failure of law enforcement, but a failure of society as a whole. When we allow criminals to flourish and turn the police into the enemy, we undermine the very principles of justice, fairness, and safety that the Constitution is supposed to uphold. The Jamaican Constitution excludes the Jamaican Constabulary Force members and members of the security forces after the Indicom Act. And that's when they give rise to criminality more, give them more protection, and that's when the murder rates start to increase. Jamaica is not even at a crossroad. Jamaica is at the cliff, about to enter the abyss. Once it goes down, you know that the abyss, there's no bottom. And you can't come back once you're over the abyss, into it. The country is battling a crisis of crime, corruption, and an eroding sense of justice. The police, who should be the nation's first line of defense, are being persecuted, while those who terrorize communities are allowed to continue their reign of terror. This situation is unsustainable, and it raises critical questions about the future of law enforcement and the safety of Jamaican citizens. As we continue the series, it is important to remember the true victims in the story, not just the police officers who have been unjustly charged, but the countless men, women, and children who live in fear every day, knowing that the law may not protect them, but criminals may walk free. Because criminals rely on the silence of witnesses. And not only that, when somebody becomes a witness in Jamaica, you literally have to give up your life. You have to change your life. You have to move everything, because in Jamaica, informer for dead. In Jamaica, and you know, the music play a major role in the destruction of the people and promote criminality. Yes, and we have an artist named, we can't tell you him name, Buju Banton. He's one of them do song and say informer for dead. Gunshot for bush up in the informer head. And yet, see him Jamaican people, Lord, love him, celebrate him. See him women, them love him too. Him say, girl, me serious, me have to get it tonight. Me have to get your body by gunpoint. That is rape. Yeah, man, rape. And he's lauded, revered, and celebrated. But yours truly, I have no form of likeness for that kind of man, for that man, period. That man is the epitome of evil. You have to understand that art imitates life. So the time has come for the Jamaican people to reconsider the narrative. It is a tragic irony that a country that prides itself on its democracy and its constitution, the very people who are supposed to defend the constitution and the police, are being sacrificed to protect those who violate it. Yeah, man, the police are being sacrificed to protect those who violate the constitution. And that's how it is. So the time has come for the Jamaican people to reconsider the narrative. The police are not the enemy. The criminals who prey on the innocent are. And if we do not act to support our law enforcement officers, we risk losing the very foundation of justice upon which our nation stands. Until then, we will continue to live in a place where the Constitution appears to protect criminals, while those who protect us are left to bear the consequences of a broken system. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. This is part 2 of a 3-part series. As we say over here, if you're not learning anything, you're at the wrong channel. The illegal MOU now when them sign, one thing I blame the Jamaica Labour Party for Bruce Colin. Since as it was illegal, them should have investigated and charged Dr. Peter Phillips to break the law, to break the break the constitution. But no, because true one of them are criminal and couldn't do that. So what they did now, them Bruce Colin up in them feelings because I do this, you know. Bruce Colin is the first Jamaican Prime Minister ever have to resign in a disgrace because I am supporter Christopher Dudu's quote. The support itself, it wasn't wrong, but sometimes, you know, right, sometimes right is wrong. Yeah, he was right in what he was doing, you know, but in the international world it was wrong because there was a secret MOU that was against Jamaica's law that was signed. All they had to do, lock up the man, carry go to the court and say, boy, this is an illegal MOU, and you understand what I'm saying? They never do that. They might try lobby the American government, and you have to understand, so the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and the Democrats, they are always locking step in a bed now. One time it was BS, because if you notice, the two of them have the same philosophy. Them have the black community, them have the most impoverished people them in them country, and them have the worst communities them. I saw it go with the Democrats in America. Whether or not you want to believe it. Black people, you know, in the Democratic Party are law-abiding, but they are the one that pretty much support lawlessness. Because yeah, if you look right now, you hear the matter, whether or not you like Trump or not, Trump win, or them say a democracy, you know. If them to do what them supposed to do, Trump couldn't run again, but through Trump white. So them never expect the people them would have choose him. Or else them, right now, enough of them are think about January 21st quarterbacking. Boy, if we did do this or if we do that. But because them the fees and it easy win for them never do it. Because through him black, him not black. If him black, a different thing. So all the GLP now get the PMP get 2 for 1 now. What they did with the Indicom Act, that was in retaliation for Christopher Dudu's Squawk arrest, and them get the Indicom Act 2 for 1 and mash up labor right them. So them get Dudu's extradited and then they get the Indicom Act. So I just saw it go. So moving on now. As we tell you already, so the recent charges laid against 2 officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Corporal Mark Rai. I don't know if I'm related to Zaki Rai, who used to work with me at Unspear. And you know, so Zaki Rai is a big rear admiral. What do you mean? No, tell him, man. Rai a big rear admiral. Ask Clayton Squire, John Squire, them, you understand? Because the man a defend Rai too, you know. Me not defend no rear admiral and them thing there. No, me not defend no rear admiral. Defend what? You mad? You support rear admiral, me a burn fire upon you. Me not busy what you want me to do, but you can't come talk about say, boy, you have secret for me, so me can't talk. No guy have a secret for me, because me not in a rear admiral thing. The only thing a guy can say, oh, and the only thing a guy can call me, you know, some police, yeah, them call me, you know, like, you know, Shatty, or we understand what I'm saying, because if you shoot off of me, remember, you know, one place me I say now, so me no care what a guy want to say. Me no keep numbers, me no keep stats, and me no keep count. But as we said before, yeah, 1 shot, 1 kill, straight to the departure long. I don't care. I just saw it go, because you're not going to try, you're not take my life. I one life me have. So if I try to take my life, well, I just saw it go. You understand? So I am here, that means me the survivor. So them lay charges against Corporal Mark Rai and Constable Kelby White for their involvement in the fatal shooting of 3 young men. Yeah, that them saying that. But we know we say 3 corros and corrobunkers and dirty bungle. Yeah, man, in East Kingston. It's just one example of the deep-seated issues plaguing the country's law enforcement and the criminal justice system. This tragic event exposes the grim reality that Jamaica has become, in many ways, criminal's paradise, a place where crime often reigns supreme, and those meant to uphold the law sometimes perpetrate the very violence they are sworn to prevent. So the fatal shooting, which occurred on November 10th, claimed the lives of 17-year-old O'Shane Stubbs, 19-year-old Orlando Campbell, and 20-year-old Keyshawn Smith. These are known men to the police as violence producers. These are known murderers, killers, robbers, rapists, kidnappers, and the likes. Them man a rob all the same people. Them like, I guess what them do? You have some ride share thing, and them just call the taxi them and rob the man them and kill them. Kill all, you understand? So the body count so far for them, 17. So, and what they were about to do would have make it about 25, because they have plan to kill at least 8 people, or 9, because them say they want to beat Cherry Tree Lane massacre. So the police initially claimed that the men who were allegedly a part of a robbery ring, yes, that is true, operating the area, open fire on the officer. You see, the policeman gets shot. So some of them have said the police have used excessive force. Up to now, I don't see no excessive force on it. I don't see the police governor man and shoot them. Me understand. Me don't see the police. I don't see the police I run down the man and the man shoot after them. I don't see nothing, no excessive force. Say boy, them fire too much shot. You fire, you use deadly force until the threat, you eliminate the threat. You're not there, so you can't jump to conclusion about boy this that. No, we're not going to speculate. You understand? We're not going to preempt what happened. We saw what happened. We see a policeman get shot. We see one man attack the police, and the police have to defend himself. It grainy. Them say the people them supply the grainy. Them give police them a better one and no, the police in the come, because you have to understand, you know. Jamaica is a society where 8 police, you know. So anything when them can't if send police to prison, them work with it. But criminal, no sir, them none of that. Boy, I never see, you know. But yet, you understand. So we are going to see how all this play out, because if the law supposed to be the law, yeah, you understand. All the police get remand. I will say all man charged with all triple murder, 8 counts of murder. One youth named ZELLE, and them get bail 8. And them police are not even a week and them charge them with murder. I never seen nothing like that yet. Not even post-mortem. They don't even know if the man them dead from gunshot wound or them sick and dead. But all this investigation so fast. To please who? The investigation not even complete and them charge them with murder already. I saw it go. Jamaica a criminal's paradise. When you're a police, you're a marked person. May I tell you that? I just saw it go. You understand what I'm saying? So these men, them operate a robbery ring and murder, operate in the yard. Them open fire upon the officer prompting them to return fire in self-defense. Now 2 police in 2 versus 3. However, the subsequent investigation by INDICOM, that are Independent Commissioner of Investigation, uncover significant discrepancy in the officer's account. Me tell the police them from, that's why me start that channel there. Me tell them if you leave. No for yeah man, I love the hype and love the look of power. I mean, have it for years, for over a decade, I may call it a day. My life better. I don't work at night. I don't work at night. I don't have to worry about when I come and work, me here, so boy, I may have forgot internal affairs, because somebody report say me this or me that. You understand? Like how all police all try. Police, you know, try free me. Tell lie for me. But they're foreign too, you know. Yeah, man, one named Christopher Dunkley, and one next one named Byron Pinnock. Him come like him a puss. Always a drop him nose. 2 of them, you know, all because you're a police. Man, how you mean? I tell you, you're them police that try to free me. You one detective sergeant in here, Shirley. Me no business who and Shirley a friend. I mean, I talk. So Shirley was investigating a shooting with me and Bobby, a double shooting. You understand? Boy, so he make some statement. Boy, every time them 2 men in a shooting, this and that happen. So I say, alright. Me say to him in the office, I see, yeah, I want to speak. I say, look here, you say anytime a gunman, you want to meet up, just tell him, say, you are one detective where you are trying to send police to prison, we are trying to save them. Yeah, you, anytime police kill gunmen like them, your job is to try to send the police to prison. And tell me how it go. You understand? Just tell me. You understand? Less than 2 weeks after that, a gunman kill him in a bar and take away him gun. Yeah, man, kill him. So when me go to work now, I say, they want to say, boy, put in, you see them kill Shirley. I say that bitch should have dead long time. What you mean? And that I say him a go on like say him feel say anytime gunman, they might treat him different. Him know say gunman are heartless people. So because of that now, somebody from my office then go back and tell them my internal affairs. So them vex. Like, I me kill Shirley, you know. And me kill the police, the detective. All because I say you bit the bitch. You understand? Excuse me French. Let me I tell you. What you mean? So them vex now and say, boy. So because of that now, them I try say them can find something for charge me. Because everything I do, you know, I do it by the book. Because I believe in a rule of law. The day when them say something happen, I da foreign. I da Miami. I'm supposed to go back to Jamaica even. And for some reason, I say, you know, I'm not go down. I'm not go down till the next day. I'm supposed to go down the Monday and I go down the Tuesday. You see me when I work? Boy, the Friday. Them say, boy, I forgot internal affairs. Say for what? Them say, boy, them investigate. Say you and Bobby. Go to Dela Creek Park and call me say me. I say no, sir. First, I mean a police work. My name ever involved in a thief and all of them thing there. Anyway, me and Bobby go down there and them thing there and me start going. Them never know say me have a family. Them never know say me have a cousin who work down there. You understand? Me not go call the person name and them thing. Me have a cousin work at internal affairs and so me go down there and them thing there and them tell me say boy I have to write statement. Me say no, me have to see the complaint. And them dead there and the boy him name Christopher Dunkley, one ugly old dummy detective. Me not even know him there. Them boy they came clean my boot. Them boy they are baby police to you and them thing there. Me don't know them boy there. You understand? All them have fear hide and turn them a walk in the car and them afraid. Them may say I'll rob you up the road, I turn them a turn back in the car. Them don't want to go up there. You know? Me say rob you up the road, I hop them here I go. And I meet them not like, you understand? So I stay sit down and in the office now, the one named Byron Pinnock. So I say, oh, you think me I say I could eat that, but me not write no statement unless me see the complaint. Show me the complaint. And them did it and them I say, boy, the people them don't want to them don't want you know them name card they don't want you kill. I say kill them for what? Yeah. So them I try to create this illusion, you understand? You know, I use smoking for me write statement about something and so I say, alright, look here then. Alright, well, since as one claims that the people them afraid of me and them thing there. This I want to do. That's right, alright, let's look here. That's right. You know if you even write the address. Me don't want the address then. Because me know say, me talk loud tonight, me say one thing, me know say me are not a thief. Me not have to worry about that. Me say just write the address. Me say don't write the address, just write the place. Write the place, write date and time and place when this happen. That's all you have to do. And you sign it. Yeah man, that me tell Byron Pinnock. Me say once you do that, me say I have no problem. Me say me not have to even go through the chain of command. Me have no problem for give you a statement tomorrow. And so them lock up in him was deputy so Byron Pinnock him and the boy A1 named Christopher Dunkley. Me never see him again. And I saw then after that the one next one named Tindy along them tell lie for me too, you know. Me I tell you, you know, the man them wicked, you know. Police, you know, tell lie for me. Say me go killing kind of lock up on police. One brother when a detective with an unspear and gun smoke. Say me and gun smoke a friend and three lock up gun smoke. Me and gun smoke and a friend. But that was smokes in mirror because I want thief in police when he and cowboy. True me put him in a place in our meeting and tell him say my baby police. That I see him cowboy everybody appraise. Him and one name Renford Robbins. Me say when a baby to me. None of them can clean my shoes. And me a constable, you know, man, a big detective inspector and crime chief. And I constantly attack them with it. Ask any police when know me. And so be it so I don't know them use Tyndale for tell lie for me now. Cause them say boy I don't know why I'm getting a problem. Cause show me some man me outspoken. Anyway, back to the Christopher Dunkley thing now. So them go into them office and them have the meeting and them say, alright, we are write the thing. So them write it and the date and time and place and them thing there. Anyway, me I tell you still Bobby quiet. That's how Bobby with me and him. So some of know I don't know, you understand if anything go what them did say. But because through Bobby now, everything with Bobby and me and him. Me know say me and a thief, you understand. Sometimes them give me the something and them thing, them give me the complaint and it's signed. And I say this right? I say alright, no sort of problem. So I start laugh. I say I want to know can set me up in them. I say hold on you're a fool. That me say you know, yeah man as I did it. I say hold on internal affairs a fool, you know can't set me up. I wrong police and I try to set up. Me know something like me because me and a thief. And you understand? And you me not like criminal, like hold on you're a thief, I want to have a criminal in a family. Me say me even have criminal in my family, them can't get no protection from me. I'm run them way. Anyway, so I go home, I go to my office, boop on, I write my statement. When I leave Jamaica upon the flight, the date and time and when I come back to Jamaica. I'm just writing and I say, boy, would I like to know how I'm to be two places at one time? Me in the United States of America and Jamaica. So tell me now if this is a witch hunt or this is somebody who try. People will hate me and try to free me as a good detective. Me no hear zip from me said this. So you know, So me submit my statement now. The one named Byron Pinnock send to my crime chief. Say boy, him want a copy of my passport. Me tell my crime chief say him name Careful. I say Mr. Walker he's a big man, you know. Me say tell Byron Clark say me say him for come to meet feet. Because I want to know if America Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Me not give him no passport. If you want to know me leave, me say me give me information, the flight number, and everything, and him for go investigate that for himself. Me know you zing about it. So me can't tell you say corrupt police no like me. Internal affairs, you know, say them investigate police corruption and try free me, a policeman, like a me kill for them detective sergeant on him Shirley. You have people with them, but me and them a friend and them and Shirley a friend. Me no business. I just say it go. Me I talk why. If you're feeling hurt, so be it. I don't care. Me I just say it as it is. I saw me be born and raised. I saw my mother and father, especially my mother, teach me that fear is imaginary. At one time you can't dead. So I just saw it go. Yeah, so you know, so back to the meat of the matter, you know, we always like some context with some experiences that that we have experienced, with life as a police officer. So I would tell you now, say Indicom them uncover them some significant discrepancy in the officer's account. Forensic evidence, eyewitness testimony, and other investigative findings suggest that officers' action may have been unlawful, with several attempts to cover up their misconduct. This tragic incident highlights the growing concern about the culture of violence and corruption that permeates Jamaican society. The fact that police officers were involved in the death of these men, who may have been criminals themselves, only serves to underscore the extent of which violence and impunity have become normalized. Jamaica is a violent place still going on. Only fittest of the fittest survive there. You understand? And see, three of them are kill people from them at 10 and 11, and the other one start when them are 14. Because big hype that, when you kill people, a man both say, oh boy, say my shot I'm a killer and all of them things there. As it, you understand? But when for them time come for dead, them don't want for dead. And you can see the man, the first, you see the one on the camera, when attack the police, you can see, you understand? So the police, and you see the policeman get shot. I who shoot the policeman? I know him shoot himself. I must up not more the other police in a fire. Some know how, and them I say, boy, Indicom have better thing. But say since Indicom, I show you them stay still, Jamaica is not an independent country, Jamaica is a dependent country. You understand? That's why, because when you're independent, the outside forces not supposed to tell you if you manage your country. Apart from if it corrupt the politicians them. We have the culture of criminality, it's banned from my community. A Jones son, that's where the baby born, and boy baby amount of baby have hit me all over in Jamaica, spread. Come like Ebola. No cure at all. At one point in time, Jamaica was about to cure it, and boy, then the original, then the godfather of criminality returned, Michael Manley. So the country's deep-rooted issues with crime are often exacerbated by a law enforcement system that, while thriving to uphold order, sometimes falls prey to the very same corrupt practices and violence it is meant to fight. So look here now, in a Jamaica and thing, anywhere in the world, you can't, look here, with criminals, you have to use unorthodoxy and them thing to fight crime. You have to use preemptive strike, because preemptive strike save lives. At life, them police are save 8 lives. It better them 3 lives go than 8 people dead. Then everybody has said, boy, I want this. But no, the police them save lives. And then I say, yeah man, see it, a good thing Cameron did and them thing there. I kill them, I go for kill people, just like how them kill the people them up a Pleasant Heights, up Orica Hill. And nothing pleasant up there. And I see him Rockford. So these police officers save life and them there jail. As we tell you already, Jamaica is a criminal's paradise, where violence reign and justice is a distant dream. Jamaica has increasingly earned a reputation As a criminal's paradise, and we tell you that, you know, the Jamaica Young Police. No guy can. The amount of things where we tell you about Jamaica, we tell you that the PNP is a criminal organization, and people are say, boy, we offend them. And I see it. PNP just come out the other day because them know, PNP know that. Because PNP come in to my banango. The PNP knows if them give people them pies if you drink and tell them, say, just drink it. You see, yeah, when you don't drink it, somebody in a crowd are going to drop and dead. They might believe. May I tell you that because I saw them stay. That's why I do the video, you know, say some people will drink poison and the others will tell them others them will tell them say others are dead and are them dead. I saw it, you understand? So that's why PNP come out the other day, show Vibes Cartel, cause I see him thing, you know, Michael Manley did it, you know, with Bory Boy and Fed them up. Who known murderer? Me and someone attack say a real dummy, you know, them don't know Jamaican history. Say boy the first done them was Claude Massop and Bucky Marshall. Dummy that, they don't know nothing. First two done them, yeah man, Fed them up and Bory Boy. So I don't know where that Duppy they come from. You understand? Duppy back that them don't know nothing about Jamaica. Yeah, we come from the belly of the beast, which part criminality, born, the baby. Yeah. Which part get, you understand what I'm saying? I see baby they all over now. Oh yeah, put back the genie in the buckle. But we not try to forget there. You understand? One time we used to have law and order and the people in Jamaica respect police. No, you're mad man, me I tell you man. Hey, you know, most of you know the nicest of Jamaica and them thing there. When Edward Seaga was prime minister, when people have respect for police, one police could have get a 20 man line up and them drape up and the 20 man them drape up the other man them. One police. You think you can do that now? No one police can do that now. You must leg boy yet. So Jamaica is increasingly, as we tell you already, say it's a criminal's paradise. And you know, so the system, you know, the proliferation of gangs, drug cartels, and organized crime syndicates, corrupt politicians who support criminals openly, like Mark Baby Trump Golden. We see my march with a known killer, Danville Palmer. And we vex that and them thing because in this day and age, gangs are illegal in Jamaica. But this man, he man normalize it. And the man them have illegal gun and say him want peace. And the man them still have illegal gun. That's not peace. We have some weak laws in Jamaica. And it has created an environment where criminality is not only tolerated, but at times we are even rewarded. I would say we saw what happened on him thing there with Beanie Man. Yeah, Beanie Man get national award for kill Gerald Bogle Levy. Yeah, so it go. You understand? While people were contribute to the development of Jamaica. In even music, Isaiah Lang's thing. But hey, them say, boy, through my big PMP, that's what them say. Right, you understand what I'm saying? Because a PMP man when name Oliver Clow. Oliver Clow. That I MP, him selling a PMP and laying a post as him. So cousin come at a fish come from them right bottom I canal until it's a shot down there. I have to believe him. So I him said, like say man on a PMP, I'm on a police. You understand? Just like when me tell people say, boy, me and a labourite, me a patriot, them say me a labourite cause for you talk truth, them are label you. So Jamaican people stay cause them can't think. Them not believe that people can be independently and you don't have to take no side. You just say the truth and you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I have done. As I said before, me say again, you know, the PMP is a lost cause. Anybody, if you gravitate to the PMP unless you want to be criminal, I don't believe if you want to vex. That's how we say and that's how we mean. And I tell you, Jamaican youth them too. Two hours left from my age group. So what? Why me if it stays and support a part where promote criminality? I mean, I like criminal. Can't do that. Me I'm a fool. When I see him, I try to save Jamaica and the people them, especially the youths them. Can't save the adults them, the one them in and them feelings, emotional feelings, and them feel hurt. No, I can't save them. I have to try to save the people them I can't think. And the youths them from my community where I'm born and raised. That's all. That's the reason why we're there. So you have from the infamous Arnett Gardens, Tivoli Gardens, to the streets, Kingston, these criminals organization operate with impunity, instill fear and terror in communities that should be safe even for citizens. The recent tragic deaths in East Kingston linked to members of the Anderson Road track gang are just one example of the brutality that Jamaicans face daily. In a society where crime has become an unfortunate norm, them normalize criminality, the police force itself has been criticized for its role in perpetuating the cycle of violence. If you have a violent society, everybody have to be violent, because you can't be nice for deal with them criminal here, them heartless boy. When them a kill people and cut off all people head. Only a dummy would want for a man a kill people, you a go boy a shake your hand and read Bible verse to him. I kill him or I kill him after. You understand? When I subscribe to woke activist philosophy about, they're poor and they're black, and when they were growing up, they didn't have any money and they didn't eat good nutritious food and they didn't go to school. I tell you no excuse. Everybody I come from poverty. Majority of Jamaican people. I want them to choose criminality and lazy because they don't have to work. Choose crime. And then them get the all criminal sympathizers uptown for sympathize with them. And because them use them same one for commit crime on their behalf. You think we don't know why real criminal? I'm telling all the while like people them with a degree them in a Jamaica. The man them a fire gun, them are symptoms of a problem. Corruption with the police force is seen in the recent case of Corporal Roy and Constable White, as well as alarm bells regarding the true intentions of those who are entrusted with the responsibility of protecting the public. I would say before, I will say again anything there. These two police officers are good police, are heroes them, because them save lives. Them save Jamaica from another mass murder. But nobody not talk about that. Them save way for another mass murder. The officers involved in the East Kingston shooting have been charged with murder, perverting the course of justice and filing false report. Actions that betray the very ideal of justice and accountability that police should uphold. Hey, look here, man. We come from a society where police have to do things to keep the people them safe. These police save a massacre. Same place out in East Kingston, a massacre. When them boy kill people, the least of 5. So imagine, it better we get 3 than 5, and I 3 killer. So 8 people get to live. Instead of we have to Lord again. I want to talk about that. And that we talk about. These policemen save lives. Jamaica criminals justice system, despite the tireless efforts of organization like Indicom, remain deeply flawed. Indicom is a criminal organization entity under the guise to protect criminals. I have never seen nothing like this. So you as a taxpayer, where you will have no rights, you are pay money for protect the criminal, for criminal kill you, and then you pay money for criminal get liar, you pay money for criminal get jail, you pay money for criminal get food. So if we commit crime in Jamaica, it not cost the criminal nothing. I taxpayers. So let that make sense to me. A criminal. Where you have to watch you have to watch yourself from him. And you have to take him go to jail, and your money I feed him. Your money I provide lawyer for him. You are buy food for him. And all of these things. So it not cost him nothing. So that's why a man can become criminal in Jamaica. So it's easy anytime them guard departure lounge. But the family them bury them then. Jamaica is at war right now with criminals. So in a war and them thing that sometimes, hey, look here, I just say it go. You have casualty of war. These police officers are heroes. Them save lives. So some of them will talk about say, boy, the police not acting within the law. And paired with their willingness to cover up their action. What kind of actions? Gun boy, forget. Yeah, so as we come to the end of part 2 of this 3-part series, we find ourselves grappling with the harsh reality of a nation on the brink of an abyss. Some people used to have a crossroad, them cross that long time. One where the very fabric of law and justice is being torn apart by a justice system that seems to prioritize criminals over the police officers tasked with upholding the law. The case we have explored thus far, involving the tragic death of 3 known career criminals, O'Shane Stubbs, Aranda Campbell, and Keishan Smith, has served as a stark example of how this dysfunction play out in Jamaica. These 3 men, though young, had already cemented their identity as dangerous criminals with a history of violent offences including murder, robbery, rape and kidnapping. Yet, rather than being locked away for crimes they had committed, they were allowed to roam freely, continuing their reign of terror. Their ultimate plan was to carry out another massacre in East Kingston, but thanks to the brave and decisive actions of Corporal Mark Roy and Constable Kelby White, these criminals were stopped before they could inflict more harm. However, instead of being hailed as heroes, the officers who acted to protect the public and event and avert a massacre are now faces charged with murder for taking down the very criminals who had already demonstrated their capacity for violence. This tragic irony highlights deep-seated flaws in Jamaica's justice system, where the police are not only demonized but are punished for doing their job, while criminals continue to walk free, often without consequences. What we are witnessing is the unraveling of law and order in Jamaica. The police force, once seen as the backbone of society, has become a target in a war that is being fought on multiple fronts. On one side, there are the criminals, well organized, heavily armed, and often emboldened by the justice system that seem incapable of holding them accountable. On the other side, there are the police officers, the ones who have taken an oath to protect the people, who now find themselves persecuted, scrutinized, vilified for doing their duty. So this is the reality. No one should have to face a situation where the very people who are meant to ensure justice are the ones who suffer, while those who perpetrate violence and fear are allowed to continue their reign of terror. Jamaica has become a paradox, a place where the Constitution meant to protect every citizen seems to protect criminals more than officers sworn to uphold the law. So as we move towards part 3 of this series, the question remains: how did we get here? What must change for the balance of justice to be restored? Can we as a society turn the tide and begin to recognize the true heroes, the men and women of the police force who risk everything to protect us? Or we continue to live in a nation where criminals thrive and the very idea of justice becomes hollow echo? The story of Corporal Roy and Constable White is far from over, and it is one that raises more questions than it answers. But as we reflect on the tragic event of this past week, we must remember one simple truth: the police are not the enemy. The real enemy is the criminal elements that are taking hold of our society. And until we come together to support those who protect us, we will continue to face the same cycle of violence, fear, and injustice. In the next part of this series, we will delve deeper into the systemic issues that have allowed criminals to thrive and how we as a nation can begin the long process of healing and reform. But for now, let us reflect on the brave action of the officers who put their lives on the line to protect others. And let us remember that justice can only be served when all of us, citizens, law enforcement, and government alike, work together to ensure that the law applies equally. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel, out.